What's up, guys? I am Vaughn Joseph. Time for Who News? News you won't likely care about next week. On today's show, a Japanese man marries a virtual reality singing hologram, and his mother's not happy about it. Of course. Floyd Mayweather is to fight Logan Paul. Which state is offering $100 to younger people to get a COVID-19 vaccine? Stick around. Arnold Schwarzenegger reacts to Caitlyn Jenner's run for California governor. The governor speaks. Who knows? Let's go.
Who knew? Who knew?
Vaughn Joseph here. Time for Who News? News you won't care about next week. So a Japanese man has married a virtual reality hologram this month during a ceremony in Tokyo. Akihiko Kondo is a 35-year-old man. He spent about 2 million yen, which is about $13,000, on a formal ceremony in a Tokyo hall to marry an animated 16-year-old hologram with saucer eyes and lengthy aquamarine pigtails. So Mr. Kondo's mother, along with all of his relatives, refused to take their invitations to their only son's wedding. Around 40 guests watched as he tied the knot with Miku in front of, she was there as a cat-sized stuffed doll. He says, I've never cheated on her. I've always been in love with Miku-san. Since March, Mr. Kondo has been living with a moving, talking hologram of Miku that floats in a $2,800 desktop device. He considers himself an ordinary man. His holographic wife wakes him up every morning, sends him off to his job as an administrator at a school. He's teaching your kids, Japan. In the evening, when he tells her by cell phone that he's coming home, she turns on the lights. Later, she tells him when it's time to go to bed. Sounds like Amazon Alexa or something, or Google something. Anyway, he sleeps alongside the doll version of her that attended the wedding, complete with a wedding ring that fits around her left wrist. This story is so strange. How many rings? I don't know. Anyway, Mr. Kondo's path to Miku came after difficult encounters with women as an anime mad teenager. As he got older, he says women at a previous workplace bullied him to a nervous breakdown, and he became determined never to marry. In Japan, that wouldn't be entirely unusual nowadays. While in 1980, only 1 in 50 men had never married by the age of 50, that figure is now 1 in 4. But eventually, Kondo realized he had been in love with Miku for more than a decade and decided to marry her. So in the sexual minority, Miku-san is the woman I love a lot and also the one who saved me, he said. And while Mr. Kondo says he is happy to be friends with a 3D woman, he has no interest in romance with one, no matter how much his mother pushes for it. He points out that two-dimensional characters can't cheat, age, or die. Wow. So in sports news, it's official. Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul this June. The exhibition match will be held at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, which will be televised via Showtime pay-per-view. And on the past terms for the fight, Mayweather will need to weigh below 160 pounds, while Paul should weigh not more than 190 pounds. Why is he getting a 30-pound advantage? I'm confused by that. Mayweather, who retired from the sports with a 50-0 perfect record, last had a bout on New Year's Eve in 2018. He won in an exhibition match against Japanese kickboxer Tenshin Nashikawa via first-round TKO. The 44-year-old former pound-for-pound boxing champion had his last professional bout against UFC star Conor McGregor in 2017, where he won via 10th round TKO. On the other hand, Paul had 2 boxing bouts consisting of 1 exhibition and 1 professional match. He won against fellow YouTuber KSI. Obviously, the public would unanimously pick Mayweather in this as the winner. Even Jake Paul's brother, Logan Paul's brother, Jake Paul, Logan Paul's brother, said that his sibling is effed. Jake, who just defeated former UFC Ben Askren, said that fighting Mayweather is a terrible idea. Quote, the fight is anticipated to hit enormous pay-per-view views, given the popularity of Mayweather, in addition to the social media following of Paul. The match, however, is not expected to be action-packed, as we all know that they will mainly face each other on the ring, just to fatten their pockets. So, on with that one. People named Colin and Tracy found to be the biggest complainers in UK, not Karen. Anyway, money for vaccines in West Virginia. The younger generation would be given money if they agree to get the COVID-19 vaccine. For every individual with ages 16 to 35, the state will be providing a $100 package to encourage them to get the shots. West Virginia Governor Jim Justice made the announcement during a briefing this past Monday. Quote, our kids today probably don't realize just how important they are in shutting this thing down, Justice said. I'm trying to come up with a way that's truly going to motivate them and us to get over the hump, end quote. So the scheme would also pay the people that have already gotten the vaccine that are within that age bracket. Within recent weeks, the demand for the vaccines dramatically declined, per West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Most who wanted to be vaccinated have been, and the remaining West Virginians just don't want the shot, leaving local health officials scrambling to use up their shipments. Given the situation, the state has ramped up its efforts, turning to the younger generation for its inoculation proceedings. All right, enough with that story. So, last story. Arnold Schwarzenegger has said that Caitlyn Jenner has a chance to follow in his political footsteps as the coming recall election against California Governor Gavin Newsom in the fall. So the former California governor was asked to comment on his fellow Republicans' recent announcement of her plans to run for governor during an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live on Monday. Schwarzenegger responded, anyone has a chance because I think the people are dissatisfied with what is going on here in California. I hope as many people as possible are jumping into the race, he added, saying that there were 150 candidates when he ran for governor during the 2003 recall election. The actor estimated that there might be at least 100 candidates this time. Schwarzenegger advised hopefuls, the key thing about all of this is it doesn't matter if it's Caitlyn or if it's anyone else, to have a clear vision to where you want to go. What are the kind of changes you want to make, and why are you qualified to become governor? Jimmy Kimmel then went on to say, I think the thing Caitlyn knows for sure is the changes she wants to make, because she made some really big changes. That's it for today, you guys. Follow us if you dare on the new Instagram page, which I still don't use, V3TV UK. If you care to help and support the show, help me get some better lighting, get a better green screen or better graphics or better clothes or whatever you're wanting to help us improve on, hit us up on that Cash App at V3TV UK, #V3TV UK. And as always, follow us online at www.v3tv.uk or search V3TV wherever you get your podcast. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Monday with Who News.